Hi. Okay, so uh, let's figure out who we're gonna do next. It's fair game for everybody now. Sorry, the race for whoever was gonna have the most views is over, and Scorpio won. So we're gonna go with the shake of the dice next. Let's see for love reads. Taurus. Taurus, you're next. Taurus. It's not gonna focus. I'm not gonna fight it. Whatever. Okay. All right. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your love read from the middle of June to the middle of July of 2022. I don't even know how we're here, but we're here. So let's get going on it. Please check out your Rising, Moon, and Venus sign for additional messages. This may not resonate. If you don't know what your Rising, Moon, or Venus sign is, you need to do your natal chart. You can go to anywhere on the internet to do your natal chart. Just make sure that it looks like a reputable site of some sort. Now I have 2 social media profiles. One is on Facebook, one is on Instagram. They are my personal social media profiles. Nonetheless, I only offer readings here. Okay, this is the only place that you can get readings from me. I do them for free. If anybody is reaching out to you trying to ask you for money to do readings or to do personal readings for you, it's not me. It's a scam. Block and report those people. Okay, so let's get started for you here, Taurus. This is your reading. Let's start with the song for you. Now, I'm not channeling. Well, I don't know. I might just default into channeling. I didn't for Scorpio, so I should probably not for everybody else too. Otherwise, they're going to feel like superbly ripped off. So, I should probably be careful, right? And not, I don't want to, I want to be fair. You know what I mean? And I, like I can already, like I'm already getting it to the point where I want to. Like I already want to, but I shouldn't. I want to make these palatable, right? I want to make them digestible and being in a digestible reading. Like I love watching lengthy readings, and I'll walk around my house while I'm doing stuff listening to reading. But I also realize some people aren't going to do that. So, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Love and relationships. One more. I want to channel. Okay, let's go. What's your song? Taurus? No. Well, we had a whole bunch that flipped here. Is this going to be the same as with Scorpio? No, because there's way too many. There's way too many. I'm not taking them all. I'm not taking them all. So let's see. Taurus. It's like you don't want to listen to music. You do have something that's flipped here. Something's flipped here. Something has flipped here. Is it just one thing? Whoops. It's just one thing. Yeah, it's just one thing. Glory Box. I was just listening to this song. Holy shit. I literally... Okay, so you know that I listen to songs. What I do is I go on Spotify and I hit shuffle on... I think I'm up to like 3,940 some of my favorite songs of all time. And I've got them saved in my library on Spotify. And I have like 40 playlists. And anyway, it's not comprised of all of the songs. But anyway, I was just like, this just shuffled up. Give me a reason to love you. So tired and jaded. We're all looking for a different picture in this new frame of mind. 1,000 flowers could bloom. I sing this song at karaoke all the fucking time. That's amazing. Move over and give us some room. me a reason to be a woman. E. I just can't. I just can't. I was just listening to this song. I was like totally in like a different mindset before I came to do readings. Just because of that song alone. Just because of that song alone. So Taurus, that's your song. That's your song for June. Now let's get into some messages from you to a person that is on your mind. Think of somebody, or you can choose just to like leave it totally up to whatever, and it can just be random. It's what you decide to make it, okay? On my left is going to be what you want to say to your person, as well as messages for you. Not from the person, but from the universe. And then on my right over here is going to be the person, what they want to say to you, and any messages that might be important to them. Not from you, but from the universe, you know, because what you want to say is over there. Okay? I edged my deck. I like it better this way. It looks cool. It looks cool. I think it looks cool. Anyway, all right. Let's do that. Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh. I want to shuffle. Yeah, it's like I want a channel. Light is bright again. Did that happen during Libra's reading? Was it Libra's reading, or was it somebody else's reading? Was it light was bright? I'm trying not to channel. Oh, fuck it. I can't help it. Turn on the Bright Lights. Turn on the Bright Lights by Interpol. The album. It just came through on Instagram today that they're re-releasing it, and they're doing like a pressing that's got red vinyl. I'm actually red, like see-through vinyl. I'm mad because I would like the translucent red vinyl instead of the version that I have. Because I have a version that doesn't have translucent red vinyl that I bought like a couple of years ago. Anyway, it was like the 10th anniversary version. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. But there's something about that. I'm hearing PDA. Something to say. Something to do. And then also Leif Erikson. It's the stuff that I couldn't hear when I pulled the card for who. Who did I pull Leif Erikson for in the general reading? She says, I'm a slave for the details, was the line that I couldn't get. She says it helps with the lights out. The rabbit glow is, her rabbit glow is like, the rabbit glow is like pale. No, it's like braille to the night. She says, I'm a slave to the details, but if your life is such a big joke, then why should I care? Clock is set for 9, but you know you're going to make it 8. That's not even Glory Box. That's for the turn on the bright light stuff. Okay, messages in between the two of you. Okay, Taurus, 3 on each side. There's one. You're not hiding it. You're not hiding your scarcity. There's another. You're not hiding that one either. You're not hiding. Ooh. It's a spill. That one wanted to pop out, though. So that one's staying. On their side. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What does your person want to say to you? That was easy. They're hiding 2 things. They've got one that they want to say out loud. Okay. All right. You. Am I good enough for you? So your scarcity is showing. It was only supposed to be a one-night stand, so there's something about this that is indicative of some guilt. And time to take up a hobby like gardening. This is some, do you remember I was saying about like things that were like something you should probably hear from the universe? This is one of them. It's time to take up how many like gardening, Taurus. On their side, one that is hidden, one that they're either hiding from everyone or maybe even from themselves. I'm not in the right place to think about this. Yeah, so they're in denial a little, maybe. I have so many things to tell you, but I'm afraid. Fear comes up. And then one that is out in the open, I'm going to leave you one day. Well, shit. Who else had this? Didn't Scorpio just have this too? You have Scorpio in your chart, Taurus? That's brutal. That's one that's like out in the open. Okay. All right. Well, whatever. Okay. No. I'm not using this for you. I'm saving it for some Libra is getting their cards this time. We're going to do Shadowscapes for you. Shadowscapes. Let's do it up. In fact, put these right here in the rightful place, right on the corner. Okay, all right. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. My shitty first shuffle. Oops. In love. On this side will be you. On this side will be them. Down the middle will be the universe. Okay, let's do it. I hate when I wear high-necked shirts. You know why? Because I feel like I have like something around my neck. Do you feel kind of like you have a shortened leash right now? Like your leash has been shortened? Let's work on this. Good. Okay, current energy for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That was easy. They flipped out to the Chariot in the reverse and the Three of Swords. So because there's been no forward movement, there might have been a trip or a relocation that you were, or movement out of an address, moving address that you were anticipating would happen. Seems to be that there's some heartbreak, some pain, some loss that you're going through. I'm getting allergies right now, which is interesting. This is Cancerian energy, which will be entering on June 21st here. Yeah, there's heartbreak. It's afoot because there's no movement forward in a situation. For them, on their side. We have Page of Pentacles, time, peace, wisdom, patience. Message that has to do with a small check, contract, an agreement of some sort. Something that has to do with learning about time. I'm hearing. I have ringing in my left, which means the guides are with us. The guides are with us. Ooh. Universe. What does the universe have for you? Taurus. What does the universe have for you? You don't want to know the song I have in my head right now. Temperance in the upright, Fool in the reverse. This one spit out as well, which is why you don't want to know what song I have stuck in my head right now. This is our Six of Pentacles. Like, so we have a need for balance, reiterated by the Six of Pentacles. That's about give and take. Charity, being the charitable one and also being the charity. But then we have temperance, the balancing of two things, tempering of a situation in order to make it stronger, to withhold the future, you know. Then we have the Fool in the reverse, which is energy that does not support risk-taking, does not support taking chances at this time. Sagittarius, Aries, and Libra energy is what the universe is kind of holding up here in between the two of you at this time, Taurus. Okay, what are your thoughts? Page of Wands in the reverse. You're looking to refrain from sending messages that are of a passionate nature. You're holding yourself back. You're thinking that it's best to hold yourself back from communicating. On their side, what do we have on their side? What's going on your person's side? What are their thoughts towards you? Thoughts towards you. Ace of Pentacles. They're looking at a new contract. This person's very business-minded. This could be somebody that you are in a business relationship with as opposed to a romantic relationship. They are looking at new business ventures. Their mind is on a new contract, a new business venture, a career of some sort, or a new beginning that is grounded in reality. If we were to go there, if we were to stretch to make it surround a romantic situation, we would be definitely talking about something that is grounded in reality, that is stable, that has the ability to, it's like a seed being planted. Universe. What is the universe's thoughts to cast for the two of you? Flipped. Six of Cups. There's something about this that has a childlike wonderment to it. Nostalgia. Something that has playfulness in between it. Helps you both live into your sense of childlike wonder. Or you could both have children together. This could be somebody that you've known since childhood. Or there is something here that is a childhood wish that is standing between the two of you or supporting the two of you, the conditions for the two of you. But you're sitting over here thinking to yourself that it's best to hold back communication of passionate nature. This person is very firmly planted in reality. Initiation. They're thinking of initiation. And you're keeping very quiet. What would you like to say? The Magician in the reverse. You may have felt fooled by this person at some point. You may have felt that there was a little bit of trickery at play. There were illusions, that there were falsehoods, inaccuracies, lies, blasphemy. Or you might have a confession that that's what you had done, is you had fooled somebody into a situation. But I feel like you feel that there was an illusion that was cast, or that you were fooled into something, or that, you know, you thought something was real that wasn't. This is Gemini energy and Aries energy. More, I lean towards Gemini with that card because it's a Mercurian card. Well, at least I think it's a Mercurian card. That's because that's where Gemini is for me. That's why sometimes I can be articulate. On their side, what would they like to say to you? Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're dealing with a Scorpio. You're definitely dealing with somebody who's Scorpio in your chart because I'm hearing a Scorpion song right now. I've been hearing it since I started. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But I've been hearing it. So there's a Scorpio. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is what they'd like to say to you. They feel that they did not, the seeds are not, that they did not cultivate something properly with you. As normally this is, you know, starting to bear fruit that is almost ripe for the picking, tending to the fruits of your labor. Here this is, you know, it did not, something was not cultivated properly. Or it's not ready. It's not ready, you know? And I think that's, yeah, they're not ready. They're not ready. Universe. Eight of Cups. The universe is telling you to walk away. Now, if you're not involved with this person for real in the long term where you should probably be attempting to work things out, probably best to walk away. You know, often the Eight of Cups is the lesson before the Nine of Cups. There's one reader that I watch who is really great when he talks about personal development and using the tarot as a tool for personal development. And the Eight of Cups is so true. Turning down love before you actually get your Nine of Cups, you wish fulfillment in relationships, is the Eight of Cups. Walking away from what is otherwise an immensely personally fulfilling situation in order to go for what is actually right for you and what is the ultimate in personal fulfillment in relationships so that you can get to your Ten of Cups. You know, you have to walk away from the Eight Cups so that you can get to your Nine of Cups and then your 10, you know. Yeah. And he says that often people will turn away love several times before they end up actually finding what they really, really are meant to have. And that's true. That's very true. And now, like, I know that because I've done it. You know what I mean? So, you know, when you know what's good and when you know your worth and when you know what's best for you, you know, you'll turn down love several times, right? So that's what the Eight of Cups is about. It's about turning it down love to go for the Nine of Cups, which is your ultimate fulfillment, wish fulfillment in relationships, so that you can get your 10, which is the happy home life. Outcome, we have the Ace of Swords for you. Learning a truth. You're either going to be confessing something. This is Libra energy, by the way. Or you're going to be learning a truth. Confessing a truth or learning a truth. But there is ultimately a truth that is learned here. Nearing the middle of July. Okay, Taurus. For this person. Where are we at? For this person. That is their outcome. Eight of Wands. There's going to be communication on their side. They're going to be receiving communication, or they're going to be communicating a lot with you. There's something here. So with those seeds, some of those seeds go off and out, and they plant off little plants with all their little seeds and all that stuff like that, you know. But it's also like that's what you do when you want to make a wish. Thought that was kind of interesting. Since now, as the universe have for you, both in your outcome. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, we have two. Death in the reverse and Six of Wands in the reverse. No triumph, no success, no homecoming, nothing spectacular is happening there. It's not really, it's kind of like stalemate, the energy there with unfinished business. So this person is sending off messages and you're learning a truth, and the universe is not supporting an ending, but it's not supporting victory either in between the two of you. It's kind of like this, you know, standoff in between, you know, this person sending off messages. In fact, actually, this person's sending off messages the opposite direction. They're not sending them towards you. They're sending them away from you. They're going off this way on the table. They're sending them this way. Whereas you got the sort of truth. You're standing in your truth is what I'm hearing. Overall energy. 5 of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like you're not backing down from conflict. You're not having to defend yourself either. With the 5 of Swords in the reverse here. But you're not, yeah. I think it's just that same energy of stalemate. It's kind of like you've reached an impasse. You're not winning and you're not losing, but you're not really moving anywhere. It's the same reason that you're standing in heartbreak at the beginning of the month. It just seems like there's a lack of action going on in this connection. And it seems to kind of be something that this person is oblivious to until they want to speak to you. Because that's when they seem to realize the lack of cultivation that's happened. Everything else here seems to be going along fine, puttering along fine until you hit right there. And then all of a sudden, everything's in the reverse for them. And it's like, whoa, wait, 7 Pentacles. Things have not been cultivated correctly here, you know? Whereas you're already in that energy at the beginning. So, all right, Oracle stuff. I'm using the Shaman's Dream Oracle. I don't use a lot of Oracle decks. If you know me well enough, you know that I don't have 8,000 Oracle decks. I'm a tarot person first, an Oracle person second. I don't necessarily think one is better than the other. It's just what I prefer and just what I know best. And so I intuitively read cards, you know, so I do my level best to try and provide fantastic insight where I can, but I'm not really one for reading out of books, and I'm not one for memorizing things out of books. So, you know, I mean, maybe when I was first learning the tarot itself, that was a really long time ago. Now it's like you're starting to like pay attention to what you feel, right? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. By the way, my hands are smaller than these cards. So, well, I guess that doesn't really illustrate, but these cards are hard to shuffle because they're huge. So, is what it is. Okay, so we're going to take, well, we're not going to take that one, but we're going to take 3 for you, Taurus. What are Taurus's messages in love for June? There's one. Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are their messages in love? There's 2. And lastly, that one did not flip. Taurus's messages in love. Taurus's messages. I'm going to kind of hug each other, those 2 cards there. Taurus's messages. Oh my God. There we go. Thank you. Okay. All right. So firstly, what do we got? We got gathering around the power of community, 26. Breaking down to an 8. So what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing that there is a connectedness that needs to happen for you. With those around you, you might be feeling isolated at present. And I don't think this is boding well for your perspective. And so surrounding yourself with those whose perspectives also help to enrich your own is going to be extremely important during this month. It'll help to ground you. It'll help to round out any weird insecurities you might have from this connection, or from any hangups you might have because you aren't really seeing things move forward in the direction that you might want them to. Surrounding yourself with a community is about more than just having friends or keeping them busy. It is about the growth and the support that you can benefit from in times such as these, especially the wealth of perspective that is available to you when you become connected with other people and learn about their experiences. Okay. So I'll put that guy there. Then we have watchers, transpersonal. So you might have somebody who's watching you. It's fine. It's fine. I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me. You don't see me getting all uptight because you guys are watching me, you know, or because I have people who watch me and know what I do. It's fine. So I think the thing is also that you're rather cognizant that you do have people who watch what you do. This might not necessarily always be welcome. Yet at the same time, I think you're also aware that this serves as an example for others about how to conduct themselves and how to set a good, fine example of what it is to be a right and good person in the world, and to serve as an example for responsibility and for not responsibility, but really, stability. And that is something you stand for, not just as a Taurus, not just as an earth sign, but as a fixed sign, as somebody who is a pillar, a watchtower, you know. That is 60, breaking down to a 6. And then finally, we have the heart home, 27, breaking down to a 9. This is talking about compassion. And when you think about compassion, you know, I think often we pair things in there like empathy and all that other stuff like that. Empathy is about being able to put ourselves in another person's shoes, whereas compassion is about being able to have kindness and warmth for another person's human experience. Not necessarily to put ourselves in their shoes, but just to hold space for it. To hold space for their experience. To allow them the support that they need. To give them the soft resting place, if you will. If they're going to fall. Or if they are feeling like crap about things, you know. I think that's integral. But I think that Even more than that, where is the compassion that you have for yourself? Because this is talking about the heart home. And so when we're talking about home, we're talking about your own personal resting space. And so what space are you holding for yourself, Taurus? Because quite often what ends up happening is that you are a pillar for others. You are an example for others. You are the one who is holding space for others. And you need to be compassionate and kind to yourself as well and hold space for yourself. And so that is a challenge for you that I am going to say that you take up, because it isn't until your heart space is full and overflowing that you have the capacity for it to pour out into the hearts of others, really. And I know that sounds cliche and stupid and all that stuff, but when you have the capacity to love yourself so much that you can love other people, even if they don't love you at all or reciprocate, then you have won the game. You really have. So that's that. Alrighty. That's enough out of you, miss. So with that being said, let's take a look at numbers and then we'll be done, Taurus. Numbers of significance in your current action for June, and keep in mind this energy is only for June. You can imply it where it resonates, and then you can go look at your other signs for additional messages. We have 5, 12 breaking down to 3, 4, and 6. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your patience. And I want for you to be safe and have a fantastic June into July. Bye, Taurus. And because I know that everybody loves to see the spread, that's a new thing that people are enjoying. So there you go. There you have it. Beautiful.